going to get Josiah's present. I'm going to tell you first what it is. Not really, because you're going to see this after he sees it, but it's a new bicycle. A bike. Because he used to ride all the time. And not so much since we've had kids. And his bike is trashed. Like, I don't think it's fixable. It's so old and worn out. So, I saved to get him a new bicycle. Did Daddy love it? Did he guess what it was before we gave it to him?
No.
No, he didn't. He was so surprised. I saw the look on his face. He thought he had no idea. And
I want to ride my bike.
Well, you gotta wait till Daddy gets his adjusted in the seat where it needs to be. And then maybe you can go for a bike ride later, okay? With pants on, in case you eat it. Hi, it is 8 p.m. I feel like it is midnight. We had Christmas part 2 today. My brother and his wife and their kid came over, and my parents came over. We had a little bit of a Christmas dinner, which I just made mashed potatoes from Thanksgiving, as we've talked about before, and a ham in the oven and a salad. And then my brother brought mac and cheese and green beans. So that was it was a really, really delicious dinner. I'm really glad we did it. Wow, this lighting is insane. I have just been, Noah was so hard to put to bed tonight. He was like hyped beyond all reason. He was so tired. It took an hour to get him to go to sleep. I hope he's not going to be up tonight. And then I went out for a night walk and then a night drive, because when my parents left, I guess they set something on the roof of the car and it must have fallen off somewhere. It was something kind of important, so I went looking for it, but I couldn't find it. in my walk or in my drive, and I went a couple miles. So I don't know, I think it's gone. But I'm sitting next to a giant box of yarn because my lovely friend, fingers in the camera. My lovely friend Amanda sent a box, and I knew there was a box coming that had something for Nova and Noah in it. Noah got a really cool light ball that he's obsessed with. And Nova got some crafts, which will be a lifesaver next week because she's still off school next week. So we will be doing those, although she has insisted she does one of them tomorrow. And there was also this beautiful shawl, and I'm gonna hopefully wear it tomorrow. It is really warm. It was like 80 degrees today, so as long as it's cooled off a little bit. But there's just so much yarn in here, and I feel very overwhelmed. Like in a good way, because I don't know, I just don't feel like I deserve all this. Now, admittedly, a lot of this will be going in giveaways and things like that to support the channel, but I don't know. Y'all are just so generous, and Amanda has been such a long time supporter and generous person to me personally and to this channel, and I've gotten to meet her in person, and it was so fun. And that was so, it feels like so long ago now because it was before I got pregnant with Noah. I think it was the year that I got pregnant with Nova. Noah, not Nova. And I took video of all of this yarn already that I will put in. You may have already seen it. I don't know how I'm going to edit this video. But I just wanted to show you a couple. There was like a bunch of yarn in the big box. And then there was some yarn that's just special. Like I was supposed to keep this. And this, this is so pretty. This is Long Dog Yarn, Glimmer and Glisten. It's 85% merino, 15% nylon. And I just, even in this terrible lighting, it is so beautiful. It's a sock set. And then there's also a set with 2 minis that is 75-25 merino nylon. And it's from Serendipitous Wool, which I don't think I've ever used or touched, but I've heard of them. And it's just gorgeous. Like, so pretty. These totally could be socks because anything can be a sock, right? But wouldn't it make a beautiful shawl? I think it would. And there's so much yarn with sparkle. I don't know. I don't know what to do with myself. The other thing I really wanted to do, but I'm probably going to be going to bed, so I don't think I'm going to have time tonight, but maybe tomorrow, is some tea. Frosty's favorites. There's all these little teas, and they're so cute. The one that I am the most intrigued about is this one. Bourbon chocolate ball. It smells like chocolate. It is so delicious. And also coconut snow chai. Oh, delightful. Plus it comes in these adorable little tins. So I don't know. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to me, and Merry Christmas to y'all in the future. So you'll definitely be getting, there's some basically 2 sweaters quantities of alpaca blend yarn in here, and I just adore alpaca yarn. I think it's so soft and so luxurious and so beautiful. And since I have had Nova, since she was birthed out of my body, it makes me itchy. I don't know what she did in there, but she made me not able to wear alpaca. Not around my neck, not around my wrists, nowhere. So that's beautiful. And then I wanted to show you 2 other ones specifically. This was in the main box. It is a Kramer silk and silver yarn. It's merino silk and nylon. And it's the colorway Estate Green, which means nothing, right? But is this not Christmas socks to you? The sparkle is not showing up, but this yarn is sparkly. Obviously needs to be Christmas socks. That's gonna happen. And then this, there's 4 bags of this gradient. When there's 200 grams in each bag, I believe. I think so. I think it's 100% superwash merino, and it's worsted. And so 200 grams in each bag? Is that right? Is that right? I just don't know. Sorry for all the wrestling. trying. I know I opened one to look at it. Okay. 200 grams. So there's 800 grams total of this gradient. So it could totally make a sweater out of that yarn. And you could totally make a gradient of the entire sweater, just pair it up. But I was thinking it might actually be fun to do stripes. Wouldn't it be fun to do stripes? I don't know. Am I going to stay up all night looking on Ravelry for patterns for that yarn? It's very possible. It's not possible. I still have to finish my sermon for tomorrow because I have not had any time this week to write. And it's getting late and I'm very tired. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do with myself. I never know what to do with myself when y'all are so generous. And my stash has a fair amount of yarn from Amanda in it. And I have a fair amount of projects on the go with yarn from Amanda in it. And it feels like there's extra love in those projects. And in any projects with yarn that has come from y'all, it just like makes it even better because there's like good thoughts and good feelings and all of that in it as well. And like Amanda has knit me a shawl previously called the Kyler shawl. I think it's called the Kyler shawl. I have a gray one and a black one, and the black one, first of all, the gray and the black one were knit out of wool like yarn, which is my fave. But secondly, there's fuzz in my nose. Secondly, that black one, if it is even remotely chilly, I wear that to weddings. It is my wedding shawl. I have worn it to marry so many people because it is the perfect shawl. It is fancy enough for a wedding. It's warm enough to keep you warm, but in Florida, and it dresses up an outfit. I love it so much. And this is just equally as beautiful, isn't it? If I can pry it out of Nova, the Queen of Arendale's hands. So I'm going to stop rambling because I've been talking for like 10 minutes, but Merry Christmas Part 2. It was a success. I might lay on the floor and go to sleep now. No, I won't. I have to finish my sermon. I will see you in the morning. Good night, friends.
Thank you, Miss Amanda. Thank you, Miss Amanda.
Who are you?
The Queen of Arendelle.
You're the Queen of Arendelle?
Yes.
Wow.